Hello, my name is Richard. I'm still not a robot, and today I want to talk about a piece that Nilay Patel wrote in The Verge a couple of weeks ago that made the rounds, which was entitled "The People Do Not Yearn for Automation." I'll leave the link down below so you can go read it yourself. Now, I think Nilay is one of the smartest journalists in tech. I really enjoy the Vergecast every week, so I always enjoy it when he gets to write something himself. And I do agree with the most of the piece. I agree, for example, that most of the world doesn't have software brain, and as somebody who is afflicted with that particular curse and has to often deal with customers who are not, I know how thinking that way can often send you in the wrong direction. But I do not agree with the title of his piece that the people do not yearn for automation, because I believe, in fact, that the opposite is true. The people do yearn for automation. That's why we have washing machines, we have dishwashers, we have pressure washers, so we don't have to scrub the deck ourselves. The toilet is a machine designed for automation, so we don't have to go down to the well and get a bucket to flush out the latrine. The inventions of human history are largely based on the fact that the people do yearn for automation. But the difference is that the inventor of the washing machine, which according to Wikipedia was the first one was in 1691, did not go around the world immediately telling everybody that it was going to take their job. Now, they may have known that it was going to take the job of the laundress, or it may have taken the job of whoever at the time went down to the river to beat the clothes with rocks. But the slow speed of communication in the 17th century meant that that message didn't spread around the world quite as fast. It has also been 300 years, more than 300 years since the washing machine was invented, so everybody who was in that profession had plenty of time to adapt. If I was to go ahead now and say that I had invented something that was going to end the need for plumbers, but it was going to take 300 years for that invention to take place, I imagine most plumbers wouldn't be that bothered. And in 300 years' time, or in 285, 290 years' time, anyone who was thinking of becoming a plumber would just not have taken up that profession, because at the time they would have known that the world was moving to whatever my great invention is. But Sam Altman did not come out and say that it was going to take 300 years for AI to take everybody's job. And with the speed of communication being what it is in the 21st century, everyone heard him tell this tale of how AI was going to take their job. Now, not only that, but this was before any of the benefits had really been described to us. He described a machine, effectively, that was going to take everybody's job without really describing what that machine did or why you might be interested in paying him money for it. And that's why people hate AI. They are scared of what it can do. It is a simple human emotional reaction to the fact that people don't understand it. I barely understand it, and I deal with it on an almost daily basis. So you may think that buying a podcast network, which is what OpenAI has done, it would be a good move, because now they can go ahead and get the message out, exactly what the benefits are and why you might be interested in it. But it's just completely too late. You can no longer put that genie in the bottle. Everybody heard what Sam Altman said. Everybody heard what the other AI leaders have all come out and said. So buying a podcast network at this time would be like trying to persuade a Trump supporter that their emotional reaction or emotional love for Trump can be resolved by giving them more facts. That's just not the way the human brain works, which you can go ahead and ask any Democrat if that's the case. So why do 900 million people use ChatGPT monthly? Because they yearn for that automation. They want it to go ahead and write that report for them. They want it to write the birthday poem that they can't think of themselves. They want the thing to go ahead and design the perfect vacation for them, because then they can go ahead and use their time for other things, just like they were able to do when they no longer had to go down the river and beat their clothes with rocks.